Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Two Buds One Podcast, episode 53. I am your host, the Technojelly, with my co-host, Alchem Games. Alchem, once again, we almost did it. We almost had consecutive weeks, and then we missed another week. Though, to be fair, it was mostly my fault this time, but I fixed it up. And because of that, as I do when we have a longer break than normal, I've been able to scour the internet and grab some more interesting stories. But the first one I feel like we should cover because, we talked about it basically for the first half of last time's podcast because more stories have come out. I don't know if I'm pretty sure you've seen this, but more stuff about Vshojo has come up since we've talked about it. And even during our when we were speculating a little bit as well, because have you seen Henya's posts about Vshojo recently? Actually super recently, a couple of days ago.
Merch stuff?
Yeah, it's her merch stuff.
Yeah.
So for anyone who doesn't know, because Alchem does know, it turns out Vshojo, along with stealing the charity money, along with stealing tens of thousands of dollars from Mouse, along with not paying basically everyone, the literally only thing that they're basically meant to do, which is doing the merch stuff, they didn't do. And not just didn't do, the merch for Henya specifically wasn't even, didn't even have the starting, process of being manufactured. The pre-order merchandise, the pre-orders for all of our merchandise, the manufacturing basically hadn't even started for a lot of them, apparently, which is even bigger of a disaster than what I even thought. Because, I thought at least, I thought that's where Vshojo was making the money, making some money, because they were taking the majority cut from merch, and they've always said that they always did that. It's true they did take them, but they didn't even provide the product, which is super sad. And I'm pretty sure this is not just Henya, because other people, Kuro mentioned it, yeah, and I think he talked about it on stream, but he didn't have a Twitter post that I saw.
No. Henya was the one who clearly mentioned it.
Yeah, Henya was the most upfront about it
and explained everything in detail.
Yeah,
it seemed, I don't doubt that they've done that before with some of the others. I'm pretty sure some of the others who probably haven't gotten a single cent of anything for the past year.
Oh yeah,
a couple of months, because I think some of them extended. Some of them
is over a year. Some of them is
year. Yeah, some for a few months. So I'm assuming that they've been doing this for quite a while, especially because some of this stuff is from merch from way back.
Yeah, it's from merch. Some of it's literally debut merch. It's the pre-order merch. So that is crazy to me, honestly. We knew it was bad, but the more and more we learn, it gets worse and worse and worse. It feels like every day.
All a big scam. No, I'm kidding. I can't say
I mean, I don't think it was
was involved.
Yeah, definitely wasn't a scam, but they definitely got what's the word, defrauded? No, something like that.
Yeah, they got fleeced. They got flim flam. They got
If anything, the talents got scammed because they didn't get paid. They didn't get paid, and the fans didn't get the merchandise. They didn't get anything.
And this is from a group of people who came. A lot of them came from other companies that kind of fell apart too. So it was weird.
Yeah, Henya. Henya came. I can't.
Kuro too, and
well, Kuro.
Quite a few.
Yeah, Kuro definitely. No, Giga was independent.
No, Giga. Oh, okay.
Giga was independent.
Matara?
You're thinking of Matara, who was also from the same company from Kuro. Same with Michi.
From Kuro, yep.
And
a few of them
the only one that came from a agency that, from what we know of, isn't that bad is Kason, because we know where Kason came from, and from what we can tell, other than the fact that it is a Japanese company, so like the Japanese work culture is there for a lot of the talents, which, if you know about Japanese work culture, that's a whole other issue, potentially. But that's more of a cultural thing, and like it's people are still getting paid, and like there's no like legal money problems. It's just like, yeah,
It's just
the
really,
talents
really
work a
hard.
lot. The talents work a lot,
Yeah.
and it's also like the idol culture and stuff like that as well behind
Mhm.
it, which is why a bunch of
But this
other
wasn't.
people left too,
This
from
wasn't
them.
the same. This
Yeah,
was
it's a
they people
different
had
type of
faith in this
problem.
company.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
people
different
had
type of
faith in
problem.
this company to be different, and it just blew up in everyone's face.
I mean, they were different, but not in the good way. Like
Mhm.
it turns out they're just a sham, and I don't think and defrauded a lot of people. I'm really going to be interested to see if anything legal happens if we ever find anything out, because we know there's at least two or three full legal teams. We know Iron Mouse has a legal team, and we know
Henya has
um
one from what I've heard.
yeah,
Unless she's
Henya
been saying that she has.
Henya has a lawyer at least.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, Henya has a lawyer, and Mouse has like a full legal team, not just a lawyer. Like she's got lawyers. And they could be the same legal team. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if they all like group together, because
I mean, it makes more
it would
sense.
probably make the case even easier, because if they all can like help each other, it would make sense. So it'd be interesting to see if we find anything out about that, like how much of the case is going to be public. And I really hope Gun Run goes to jail, man. Like, like I don't know if it's gonna happen. We'll
Don't know if it
see,
was. I don't know
but
if it was good intentions gone wrong or just good, just malicious intentions like disguised under something altruistic.
if it wasn't for the charity money being stolen, I would be like slightly more inclined to believe, oh, they're just they were trying to fake it till they made it, and they never made it. Like no one's gonna blame someone for running a company because they desperately want to try to make it work and it just didn't work. Like, yeah, people like failing companies, you don't get paid. Like people work at failing companies and never get paid and stuff like that. That happens, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
when it's charity money involved and you blatantly know it's charity money, that's when like a lot of people get. That's when I think the excuses become less and less. Like if it was just for the fact that they were burning venture capital and they just weren't making money, and the money was just, whether it be terrible management or overzealous spending on their part, not paying the talents on time, all that stuff. Yeah, sure, that's dumb, that's bad, but that's not illegal. I mean, I guess technically it is illegal because you need to pay your things, but like failing as a company isn't illegal. But stealing money from known events and stuff like that is illegal, with a lot of evidence to back it up as well.
Yep. There's no.
Yeah,
There's
so
honestly nothing. They're
there's I
they're
mean
they're
there's
gonna
no
get
excuse.
destroyed.
There's no excuse. Like I've seen like terrible like crypto companies have less of excuses than this and stuff like that. Like I've seen like the terrible like meme stock people have more integrity than apparently these guys. So we'll
I feel
see.
like this was just a matter of this person's pride got in the way of instead of admitting that they couldn't do it, that it
Yeah,
wasn't successful. Because I mean, it looks like they were in the red for a while.
a
They could have
long
said
time,
something a long time
years,
ago.
years.
Yeah, like they could have said something way back when, like, "Hey, this isn't working
Yeah,
out. We're not as a company. We're not making money." The
yeah,
talent was at least if as long as Vshojo didn't put their hands or didn't put their hands in whatever they were getting, but unfortunately they did in terms of like sponsorship and product sales and stuff,
yeah,
which screwed over the talent over
yeah,
after years and years and years of waiting.
yeah.
But that sucks.
It does suck.
Like I said, like you said, we just have to wait till
Yeah. I mean,
any kind of
I really hope this is the last time we like bring this up, until like the law, and like until we either know about the lawsuit or the lawsuit's concluded. Like if we're on episode 200 and we say, "Oh, by the way, you remember that Vshojo thing that
I
happened
got more
like
horrible shit.
years ago?" Yeah, like I hope by the next time we bring this up, it's because it's a court case and like the talents got something back or the charity got the money back and or something like that
I mean,
because
there's not much worse that they could have done at this point. Like they held Mouse emotionally tethered to the company because she was the brand, the face of the brand. I mean, the only other one who came close would be Zen, but Zen left.
yeah.
Um,
But I mean, ironmouse
they
was Vshojo.
Yeah, they already had been doxing some of them. What at least an
Yeah.
employee had been.
Yeah.
They held their money. They stole from charity. There's not much more else that we.
I
I
mean,
don't
other
believe
than
there's more that
full
we can
on
find out.
other than the full on legal system saying it was fraud, there isn't that much. Like you've ticked every terrible box at this point, other than the like confirmed illegal fraud. You know, because like people we can say fraud and stuff like that, but like the legal definition of fraud needs to be proven in court, which I 100% agree with. You know, like we don't want to
Yeah.
be messing around with things like that, but
No,
we
Your
can
Honor, I
yeah.
didn't know it was
So
for charity. I didn't know it was going for
yeah.
charity at all.
Your Honor, we didn't know, even though we tweeted about it, literally.
Oh,
So yeah, so that was just a quick update because you know it's just so sad, and also it once again I think I said this last time too. Hearing Henya talk about this is just like, why would you ever do something like this? She is like the most precious person, you know. She's just you know being
like
her very innocent self, trusting people
every
and stuff
single
like
one
that.
of them, they had
Yeah,
their moment. Like it
yeah,
really sucks. Especially a
yeah,
lot of them are just absolutely just they were just coming in with pure good intentions, and
yeah,
it was
yeah,
just all that was squashed.
yeah. I mean, the one positive thing is the people that were going to be debuting with Vshojo, the three of them, they've
Mhm.
gone.
Oh,
They've gotten a boost in popularity because of this whole stuff. Which I mean, it sucks because it took this for that to
the
happen.
Nova, the
No, not
Nova.
the no the. I mean, the Nova
Oh,
Ghost did get some boost, but the problem with them is that they don't speak English. So even though there was
uh,
a boost, like some of them speak some English, but they are mostly Japanese,
oh, you,
and they stream the during Japanese times. Like I follow them, I watch their
mhm,
content when I can when it's translated, but like
mhm.
they stream at like 2 a.m. or like 4 a.m.
Oh,
You know, because they're in Japan. They
are
live in
you?
Japan, so
God, so wait, you're referring to the people
I'm
who were?
referring to the P
Go ahead.
P I can't pronounce their names unfortunately.
Yoho?
It's the Monster Girls.
Oh,
They're
those.
three of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah,
got
the
some
ones that
decent I hate the word, but exposure because of this. Like I
exposure.
didn't know about them until now, you know, and I've subscribed to them. I've enjoyed some of their streams. I do enjoy their Twitter shenanigans. That stuff is pretty funny, and I think they actually are still being a group of friends. Like they're still doing a group debut, and they're making a name and everything,
Oh no,
in spite of
that
it.
is a
Which
perfectly well
is
played
yeah,
plan to do that.
yeah.
That
They've made the
sucks.
best out of a really bad situation, and I applaud to them of them just not like disappearing or like just giving up because of how bad the situation is, and like just like you know they
This is the
are
perfect time to rally.
yeah they are not necessarily like I don't want to say like they didn't fold under the pressure, but they overcame the terrible situation, which is great. So I mean, like I said, at least a slight, you know, good thing that's happened from this. So, yeah, that was just a quick update. Now, Alchem, to continue on, let's go back into the video game world for a little bit here because, you know, video games. So, Alchem, I want to. I'm thinking about it. I'm pretty sure we did either we talked about it privately or it was on the podcast. Do you remember the game Contraband? It was during one of the old Microsoft E3 things.
Hmm.
Do you remember that game? It's been a while. It was announced in
I remember.
2021. So it wasn't during the podcast because we weren't doing it. So, but I think we talked about it.
I do remember it was. I do remember that game
Yeah,
by name, but I
because
vaguely
it was
remember.
made by the Just Cause devs. It was being made by just the Just Cause devs. And the
Oh,
news of that, the reason I'm bringing it up, because it's joining the Microsoft graveyard of canceled projects, of bought studios and canceled projects, because they have announced that the 19 oh okay, you know what it was, Alchem? It's because it's the 1970s game. Like it was the open world game where it was like during the Cold War and stuff like that, and you're supposed to be like a spy or something like that. And it's gone. It's been shut down, and the Just Cause team is still technically there. I don't think they were shut down, which is good. But now they're not working on anything, so I don't know how it's gonna go. And apparently, they've officially announced that Microsoft is not expecting to make further cuts to the Xbox teams. So
oh,
it
good.
looks well. Okay, if you trust them, I guess as well. I guess that should be in cabinet too. If we trust them on their word, which I don't know if we do.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
I don't even know what they're working on now because I don't think they're working on Just Cause 4. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it's going because this is it's just another game on the graveyard like pile.
Mm.
And yeah, I'm just so sad, man. I'm also so sad
Currently,
about the do you remember Romero John Romero, his game?
uh,
He
I
if you don't remember his name, he is one of the original, he is the other John of John Carmack that made Doom, like OG Doom. He was the part of the original team of id Software who made Doom and
oh,
Quake, and he was making a new game. Um and he got backed by Microsoft, and now they shut him down. They pulled out of the deal, and they're looking for another investor.
that's six.
So it's like at this point, you know how we were talking about the live service graveyard? I feel like we need to add like have a graveyard beside that and call it the Microsoft graveyard at this point.
Yeah, at this point, it just should be the Microsoft graveyard. Whatever games they put in, whatever
Hmm.
games they announce, they just shortly after, maybe like half a year or so, or maybe about a year or half a year, they just announce we're done. We're not working on
I
it.
mean, these games are not even like. I mean, the Perfect Dark game was announced in 2020, so that's a 5 year project. The Rare game was a 2019 announcement. Contraband was a 2021 announcement. The John Romero game was a 20 like in the early 2020s as well. So like these games have been being made for like 5 to 3 years, which is a lot of money just to be just gone. It really sucks. And this is another game I Alchem that I personally, now that I remember it, was really interested in because like how many games are an open world, it was an open world co-op game set in a fictional 1970s smuggler's paradise. Like that is an interesting setting, but we're never going to get it now. So it makes me sad, you know. Another
Also,
another game to the Microsoft graveyard. At this point, I feel like Microsoft only releases games that are made by Obsidian because those are the only games that are actually being released.
find
Because
is they're
Avowed
not
came out
getting
and Outer Worlds
at this
2 is
point.
coming out.
At this point, though, the issue is they're just too afraid to put out any game unless it's like a surefire thing. Unless they're like 90% sure, they're probably not going to take a chance on something.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they keep getting the rights to games, or they keep trying to publish games and then just being like, no, nah, not this one, not this one either.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The era of AAA is slowly dying.
I mean, the problem with AAA games is that they keep complaining about, like, it's so hard to make profits of a game, but you make one game every 6 years. So you're banking everything on that one game. And, like, I don't know. It's frustrating in a way because, like, I don't think AAA games are as bad as some people say, but that's only because when it comes to AAA games, the only two companies that are really making AAA games more regularly nowadays is EA and Ubisoft. Because Microsoft barely releases games anymore. Sony's games are recently bad, but like 3 or 4 years ago, they were like on top of the world when it came to AAA single player games with God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and I guess those were the two big ones. Oh, Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man. Like, they were on top. And then all of a sudden they just like had a screw loose and started releasing live service slop.
God, I feel like Sony has been riding the Spider-Man ship way too long at this point.
I mean, the Spider-Man games were good though. Like, they looked good. I never played them.
All look good. It's just that that's it. It's just Spider-Man all over again.
Yeah.
Him against, the same rogues gallery. Well, it's always gonna be the same rogues gallery.
It's always gonna be the same villains at least. But I mean, they were good games at least.
Like, yeah.
And they weren't like, terrible.
What I'm getting.
The God of War games were good too.
There's no originality lately. It's just always going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
At least for Spider-Man, I'm always seeing Spider-Man cons like popping in.
Yeah, I mean, well, the problem is how do you make what do you do for an original Spider-Man game?
You make another superhero game.
But I mean, Spider-Man it was a superhero game. Like, are you saying?
No, but I mean another superhero.
I'm confused.
There's tons of.
Oh, you mean like other villains?
Where's the Venom game? Give us a Venom game. Give us something.
Oh. Like, you mean like in the Spider-Man universe, you mean?
Yeah,
not just.
I know Sony only has like the Spider-Verse or all the Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, there's some weird weird stuff in that.
Yeah, Sony has not wanted to let go of Spider-Man forever. Sony has the rights to Spider-Man and sometimes worked with Marvel and let him do Disney stuff like lately with the Marvel Cinematic Universe stuff.
Yeah.
But they just don't want to let go of Spider-Man.
I mean, to be fair, it's been like a really profitable thing for them.
It is. It has been. You're not kidding.
Yeah. Because I mean, for a while, the only reason people bought a PS5 was to play the Spider-Man game. Like, that was literally, I think for like a year, that was literally like the only reason to buy a PS5 to play the new Spider-Man game.
Mom, I just want to get the Spider-Man console.
Yeah, basically. So, yeah, because like, it just feels like Xbox, and I mean, it's like we've talked about it before. Like, Sony is just like shooting themselves all the time because like they just don't have competition from Xbox because Xbox doesn't release games. They're just a subscription service now, and Sony was doing like, I feel like they were killing it when they were releasing God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn, and then the Spider-Man games, and they were doing smaller indie games like with the with that like space third-person shooter roguelike thing, Returned or something like that. I can't remember what it was called, but that was a PS5 or 4 game as well. And then Concord happened, and it felt like they just like jumped off like a skyscraper. Multiple skyscrapers at once. And
what's Concord?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was a fever dream. It was a really weird dream. Very strange.
Isn't it like completely, like, in all honesty, isn't it completely wiped off the map? You can't even find it anymore?
No. Like, you literally cannot, like, they literally did the full shutdown of servers and everything.
Yeah, the servers are gone. You can't do anything.
There was a story I saw like it was like 2 or 3 months ago, I think, that unfortunately I think it was during the times where we weren't doing the podcast because we were busy that week or something like that. But there was an eBay auction for a
Yeah,
physical copy
they're
of.
collectibles now.
Yeah, it is a collectible because like only like
It's a historical. It's a
no one.
historical piece of
Yeah,
Sony's failure.
yeah. I mean, well, like the physical copies, there weren't that many because like they just
No one
stopped
had faith
making
in the
them.
team.
Well, I mean, they
Yeah.
made however they made, but like they didn't need to make any more.
Exactly. They just made a
So
few. They
yeah.
realized no one's buying it, no one's playing it, and then they realized, oh, we got a
Mm,
stinker on our hands. Stop making them.
yeah.
Stop the press. Wait, I don't think video games have presses. But
Yes,
yeah,
they
they
do.
just.
There's some kind of presses, kind of.
Uh,
It
but yeah, they
depends.
stopped it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's a collectible, which is cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, from going to Sony and Microsoft being idiots and dum-dums, I think the only logical extension to that outcome is to Nintendo to also be stupid and dumb. And outcome, during the Vshojo stuff, we talked about charity, And, speedrunning events are generally a charity thing, They do a lot of charity stuff, right? And you know what some of the most popular games are to speedrun are? Relatively so.
No.
Nintendo games. And, like, there's a speedrunning, the biggest speedrunning event happening in Japan for charity. And
Yeah, the one for all Nintendo games.
No, to be
Well,
fair,
majority of
there was a
Nintendo
lot of
majority.
Nintendo games. There was a lot of Nintendo games.
It's just that I remember that they do this kind of annual thing for charity where they do just a bunch of speed running of a lot of various games, but a lot of them tend to be in the retro era.
In the retro
Mostly,
era.
majority
Of the
tend
time.
to be Nintendo.
Majority of the time. But Alchem this year, when their website for the popular titles that they are going to be playing, no Nintendo games were there. 0 for this year. And it is for a longest time, there was no explanation until their website said that Nintendo, the official Nintendo entity company, what's the word? They sent them a letter basically telling them that they did not ask permission to use the Nintendo games, and this counts as unauthorized use for their property.
What?
And
you don't what?
So now this event is no longer allowed to use official Nintendo games. So, which, by the way, this event is happening literally today as we're recording this. Actually, no. It's starting August 9th to August 15th. And the games they have are some of the games that they have up there are Cuphead, Silent Hill 2, Skyrim. I think there might be Elden Ring there too as well. But for the most part, they are there's a lot of speedrunning games in general, but no Nintendo games at all because they got an official warning by Nintendo saying, hey, you didn't ask permission. You need to ask us permission. You're not allowed to use our property. Our RIPs, basically. Which, to be fair, slightly to the multi-billion-dollar corporation, it is a Japanese event, and in Japan specifically, you really should ask permission for this stuff, because in Japan, there is a huge legal precedent for asking permission to using stuff like this. Like, I've seen a lot of YouTubers talk about this, being like, even just filming stuff, you have to ask permission. So it's weird that a Japanese organization didn't think to ask, but I guess they probably never had to ask before, because this is one of the biggest charity events in Japan. So they've probably done this every year, and they've never had a problem, and now all of a sudden Nintendo cares for some reason.
It's more like you just feel like a charity kind of gets a little bit of leeway, considering they're not really making money off of your product or anything. They're, if anything, all they're doing is, one, promoting your product, and two, just using it for goodwill to, like I said, charity,
Yeah.
for goodwill charity. And most people are not going to just like say no to charities unless you already know, or you have it, some kind of like idea that it's not going to be used like they say they will.
Yeah,
It's just weird that
it's
you would stop a charity. That's why it's, and I'm assuming that's what they kind of just rode on on that notion for a while. That's why they never brought it up to Nintendo and
yeah.
said, "Hey, is it okay if we use it?" Even though like it typically is the formality, or at least manners to do so. At least
Yeah.
over in Japan.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's weird. Especially considering how this wasn't like, it's not like it was an esports tournament or anything like that, or like it was just like random event. It was like it's a charity event, like the biggest charity speedrunning event in Japan. So it is weird that they just randomly started caring. I wonder if they just now know about it and they just actually
Maybe.
didn't know about it before. Like
Yeah,
knowing
it could have just been
Nintendo,
out
it
of
could
sight,
be
out of
they
mind.
just, yeah, it was just in a blind spot for some reason, you know? At this point it wouldn't surprise me because it's like that's what Nintendo does. I feel like Nintendo strikes everything down with lawyers. At this point, it's why, I mean, it's one of the reasons why I stopped playing Nintendo games on stream because like I did not want to do that, like or upload Nintendo stuff on YouTube. It was like it made me incredibly nervous because at any point they could just say, "Why are you stealing our property?"
How
It's
dare you
crazy.
use our property on your thing? But I
Yeah.
bought your game.
No, you bought a game key code
You don't
nowadays.
you don't buy yeah, you don't buy the game. You don't own the rights to the game. It's not yours.
Yeah, you buy a license.
Yeah. I, I, I swear to God, I'm becoming that like old man. They're like, I'm telling you guys, you need to be careful. They're gonna
Yeah.
take everything away from. I feel like the old man who like the old man who cries. I don't know, just whatever. Old man yells at cloud
Oh yeah, yeah,
or at
yeah,
the cloud now.
yeah. I mean, it's like streaming or like shows nowadays. I can't remember. There was an old show now that is no longer available on any streaming platform, so you literally can't watch it anymore unless you have physical copies of it. I can't remember what the show is now called. I saw it on Twitter a while ago. And like along with that, one of the bigger stories from like speaking of that, because you just reminded me of it, is that Hulu and Disney Plus are being
Mm-hmm.
combined.
Yep.
And then everyone, including myself, started making the joke of like, oh man, I can't wait until they all start combining to each other, and they're gonna make this and they're gonna all make this app called Cable. When they all
That's what
like,
I said a while ago.
yeah, yeah. I mean, to
I
be fair,
literally,
everyone's been saying that. Like this, everyone's been saying that. Like a
it's
huge portion.
going full
They're just,
circle. I said that
yeah,
almost a year ago because this
yeah,
is all just going full circle. They're all buying each other, cannibalizing each other,
yep,
realizing they can't do it all. They can't do it all on their own because people's attention spans can't just go everywhere.
yeah,
And eventually, people, have the responsibility of checking their finances and eventually realizing, oh, I don't need Hulu, Disney Plus, Universal, Paramount, Netflix, and all this other bullshit.
yeah.
And so they start canceling stuff, and they're realizing, oh, we need to do something. Also, not to mention, you know, people just share their passwords anyway,
Well, not
so they're
and
not making that much money
yeah,
anymore.
and that like it costs a lot of money to stream stuff,
Yeah,
and also like
the
what
amount of
happens when you
data,
run out of shows.
the amount of data is mind-boggling. Plus,
Yeah,
with shows, you don't own the show. You own the rights to stream it, and that's
yeah,
temporary.
yeah.
They
It's
don't
almost
stream it
always
later. That's
temporary.
Yeah, and that's why some of these broadcaster or streaming sites only host a few seasons. They
Yeah.
only hold like seasons 1 and 2.
Well,
I
it was
remember
like,
one show I'd love to watch was like separated on multiple different platforms.
yeah. I mean,
The most annoying
for
part.
me personally, it was literally for the longest time. I think you can finally. I don't know how, but you can do it now. but for like a good 3 years, it was literally impossible to legally watch South Park in Canada
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
nowhere you couldn't watch it anywhere. So the only way was to either own physical copies of the seasons or to pirate it because you literally
Yep.
couldn't legally watch it in Canada
Yep.
specifically. So
I mean, if I'm
yeah,
not mistaken, just a lot of cartoons are now gone. They're a lot out of streaming services, so a
yeah,
lot of cartoons are.
I'm
One
trying
example
to
I know
find
for
that one.
Courage, like Courage the Cowardly Dog, is definitely no longer available on streaming sites.
Yeah,
Because I remember they announced that previously, so I was like, "Oh wow, that's another show gone." Even though it was a beloved cult classic, or not even cult classic, it's just a beloved classic that a lot of people liked.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, this is what happens when
Huh.
everything is just look allocated to a streaming service or a competitive streaming service that I think at this point is finally realizing, oh, we can't hold everything.
I don't. I think they've realized that a long time ago. It's just taken this long for all the deals they've been trying to do to combine. Because I mean, those deals take a long time. I think they found that out a little bit ago, a couple of years ago. I mean,
They
and
just
you
started
know what the
bundling
problem is,
everything.
Alchem. What the problem is what probably happened, is that they started realizing that, and then the pandemic happened, and then all of
Yeah.
their numbers went insane because of the
Oh yeah,
pandemic,
yeah,
and then so they
yeah.
thought, oh, okay, so we're fine now. But
The
and
buzz
then
bubble that the pandemic caused.
yeah, and then everyone started being able to go outside again and go back to work and all that type of stuff. So all their numbers started going down again, and they're like, "What heck happened?" Even though everyone saw this coming, except for them apparently.
Yeah, they
And
thought it would be like that forever.
yeah, and now they're back to the making the deals to basically slowly become cable again, which is hilarious in so many ways. And yeah,
You want to know what's funny?
what?
I'm betting you Disney will own it.
Oh well, I mean they could they're the
Disney
ones who can
Cable.
afford to buy everyone.
Yep, we're gonna have Disney Cable.
Like the only argument you people have is like HBO and Netflix are the ones that can maybe resist being bought from Disney because they do you
Yeah,
can argue they have things to lose if they get bought by Disney.
true, but I will say this: if one topples, then the other falls too.
True.
The
True.
day one of them falls over, the other realizes there's no
Hmm.
hope.
I do feel like Netflix has more of a chance to just exist because they're like there's a lot of people I feel like that just have Netflix because they've always had Netflix because it's been such a it's like almost become a staple when it
It's a
comes to like
staple.
it's the
Yeah,
OG. It's the
yeah.
OG. So they might survive, but like all the other smaller ones, like they're 100% just getting wrecked because they can't handle it and they just don't have that many shows. I mean,
Hmm.
Hulu used to be the free one, and now
Was it
they're
free?
now well, yeah, Hulu
Oh
used to
yeah,
be
Hulu.
free,
Yeah, Hulu used to be free. You're right.
and now they're a package deal with Disney Plus. So it's crazy. I'm trying to find the show that I saw that like reminded me of this, but I cannot find it. The problem is it was on Twitter and I forgot to bookmark it, so I have to scroll through all my likes. Um, but yeah, it's just like major companies not getting it at this point. So yeah, hopefully it gets better. You know, when it comes to all of this stuff, I still don't understand Nintendo. Like when they just start randomly doing this, or like how it's also why, in my opinion, even Nintendo. Did you see the stats for the Switch 2? So basically,
The
everyone that bought the Switch 2 bought Mario
mhm,
Kart World as well. Like everyone bought the bundle basically, or
yeah,
they bought the Switch 2 and digitally bought Mario Kart World. So even Nintendo fans in the video game world are going digital. And a lot of people are arguing, well, that's because when you buy a Switch 2 game, it's just a code. It's just a license key
yeah,
code, right? So it's
yeah.
like you're not even and you don't get the manuals
You
anymore and
don't get a
stuff like
physical
that.
copy. You don't get anything. They
Yeah.
stopped putting all the detail, the things that a lot of people love back then.
Yeah.
Because I still like being able to check the manual, check all that stuff. I
Yeah.
always almost every game I ever bought back then had a manual I'd love to scroll through and
Yeah,
read
the
because
manuals were
they
cool.
added they added flair to it. They added flavor text. There was a lot of detail into the games,
Yeah,
which I always enjoyed.
yeah,
But nowadays, nah, that's all gone.
yeah.
There's no manuals. There's no
No.
flavor text.
Huh.
There's nothing. There's no introductions.
I mean, there's barely things at
Nothing
the
at
back of
all.
the box nowadays as well.
Yeah, no, it's all gone.
Yeah,
It used to
it,
be cool, but no, it's all digital now. You
it's
want
all digital.
instructions, you want manuals, go online. It's on the website.
Yep. And
Whatever.
it's just kind of sad, honestly. Because I like, while I obviously love digital media and the ease of digital stuff, I don't think physical media should disappear. You know, I just don't understand why there can't be two options, and it's
Oh,
really
money.
dumb. I mean, yeah,
As
of
like
course, yeah,
blunt,
it is money, of course, but like,
like
yeah,
as blunt and as like simplistic as it sounds, it really is. The whole idea is to keep you constantly plugged into not buy something and be done with it, but to constantly need to pay to provide to
yeah,
us. It's basically the service mentality. We're not providing you a product, we're providing you a service. And that service is constant, so you constantly have to pay. Because you could buy a $70 game, but if you're paying like what, $50, a $70 game that'll last you years and years and years, and you
yeah,
probably won't buy another unless there's another better game or something that you want to continue buying, then that's it. It's a one-time purchase.
yeah,
But if you have to constantly pay, maybe once a month or once a year subscription fee, then there you go. You got someone stuck for life, or at least
yeah.
for a grand old time. Turn
I
that
mean,
$70 or
yeah.
$80 game purchase
I mean,
into
to
like
be
100 or
fair,
200.
even playing on the Switch too, you can still play the games offline, so they haven't gone that bad.
True,
At
true.
least for the Switch too.
Yeah.
The other consoles, you basically need an internet connection. Like offline play basically doesn't
Oh,
exist for
well,
them.
no, you need an internet connection anyways. You just need to also. Oh, you're talking about offline play.
Yeah, I'm
Offline play.
talking about
Yeah,
offline
yeah.
play.
Nintendo
Yeah,
still has offline play. Yep. There are only a few games that still offer offline play, but that's few and far between nowadays.
yeah,
Most of them, you have to have some online thing.
yeah, pretty much. So,
Welcome to the always online system, everyone.
yep, yep, pretty much. I can't find the show. I'm sorry. I've been trying.
Yeah, we've been stalling so Jelly can find their
Yeah,
show.
I couldn't find it. I could
It's
not
that's
find it.
how gone it's that's how
It's
gone
so
it is.
gone. I can't
They
even
can't
find
find
the
it.
Twitter post. So to the next story. It's kind of Nintendo based as well, but slightly outside of the video game sphere. So Alchem,
Yeah.
you are Pokemon, right? You're the trading card game Pokemon, right? You're in a business meeting, right? You're in Japan. You're thinking about promotion, you know? You're trying to promote something. Let's do a marketing campaign for Pokemon, but you want to do it with a brand. You want to do like a brand like a Pokemon X insert brand, right? And obviously you want to play it a little bit safe, you know. So what do you pick, Alchem? What do you pick?
Uh, hmm.
Because you want to be safe. You want to have the other brand, but you also, you know, you want people to buy it. You know, you're Pokemon, so you know people are going to buy
We
it,
want to
but
we
you
collab
want
with
to
another
collab with
company.
another company and you want to collab with a big company. And
Oh.
I'll even make it slightly easier. You want to collab with a food company. So who do you pick?
Okay, if I'm being sensible and not crazy because reality is crazier than I could ever imagine, I would say something like an ice cream company, like Baskin Robbins or something, Dairy
Yeah.
Queen,
Well,
something like that.
this is the
Especially because
Japanese
it's
side.
summer.
This is the Japanese side, to
Okay,
be fair. So I don't know if
I
is
still
Backens
say
Robin in Japan. I don't know actually.
no idea, but I'd still say some kind of pastry, not pastry, some kind of like ice cream or
Ice
some kind of
cream
like treat
or
kind of thing.
yeah, free
Yeah,
like cold thing because of the summer.
yeah,
Makes
yeah.
honestly outcome makes sense, but they went super safe because what they did collab with was McDonald's.
But
Because
they've done that before
they've done that
with
before.
Happy Meals.
with the Happy Meals. But this time, Alchem, it was different because an exclusive Pikachu card was included in the Happy Meal, right?
Only Japan or
Only
America
in
too?
Japan. Only in Japan.
But no, I mean,
A
good for
Japanese
them.
specific Pikachu card at Alchem. And so you know what you know what this caused?
Mass panic and chaos as collectors went crazy for this one rare card.
Well, not just that, Alchem. Happy Meals littered everywhere on the streets because
Oh
people
no,
were
yeah, they
buying the
didn't give a
Happy
shit about
Meals
that.
and just throwing the
Yeah,
food away.
yeah, they don't. I mean, look,
There is
that's how
a
much value
yeah,
McDonald's has. A
yeah.
card has more value than their goddamn food.
Look, okay, I'm gonna send
You
you
have more
a
nutrition in the
thing.
card.
So I saw this tweet, Alchem, and immediately Googled like what was happening because I saw this tweet and I was like, what the heck? So this is an apartment's doorstep for delivery.
Yeah, just get the prize out of. No, I
they
wouldn't try. I wouldn't press the driver. Just leave the food there at the
no,
door.
because
I'll just
you know
throw
what
it
this
out.
person's doing?
Uh-huh.
They're grabbing the card from the Happy Meal bag and just leaving the rest.
Yeah, no, that's what
Like
I figured.
they're not even taking the food,
Bro,
which
McDonald's is
really
literally
sucks.
just McDonald's is desperate. Is I'm sorry to say that it is a desperation meal. You eat it when there's nothing else and you're just really
Yeah.
hungry.
Well, to be fair, it's Japanese McDonald's, so it might be
Even more
better.
so.
It might be better, but I don't know.
Your picture is the case in point right there.
I mean,
Look at your picture.
well, Alchem. To be fair, another reason this guy is not he's a scalper, so the card has been going crazy on like the secondhand markets for crazy amount because Alchem, the Happy Meals were limited edition. The card is limited edition. The card so that unless it's already sold out. It's sold out in. It was supposed to this like promotion was supposed to be 3 days, couple hours. Every McDonald's in Japan was sold out. Couple hours, basically, like less than 24 hours. Every single.
It is Pikachu eating a fucking burger.
It's Pikachu eating a burger. It's Pikachu eating a burger. Yeah, that's what the card is.
I was like, what is it? Pikachu eating a burger? It is.
It's Pikachu eating a burger. Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, it is.
It's only selling for like a couple of bucks in some places, but later, a few
Yeah.
years, that shit's gonna be very expensive.
Well, it's also because there's a decent amount of them right now because everyone's trying to sell them, so the price isn't going crazy. But
that's a hold, buy and hold kind of card.
Yeah.
You wait a few years, it'll be expensive.
Yeah, it's gonna be super expensive in a couple of years. But yeah, it's crazy. What I hated so much was like people are just like not even bothering with the food, you know? Like I hate scalper culture and like all this type of thing, especially with Pokemon recently, but like come on guys. At least like do something with the food. Don't just leave it there. Especially and I think the biggest thing, Alchem, is this was in Japan. So like Japan is really uptight about stuff like this. Like leaving food like that out or like you know, Japan is one of the cleanest places when it comes to major cities ever, you know? So like an average Japanese person looking through walking and seeing that on someone's doorstep must be insane. Like
Yeah.
it must be crazy.
I did just see something related to it because I was looking into it myself because that was interesting. Like, besides, I was also trying to see the Pikachu card.
Yeah.
It says McDonald's Japan has apologized after a limited edition Pokemon Happy Meal containing an exclusive card sold out in you're right, less than 24 hours.
Less than 24 hours.
Jesus Christ. And yeah, people literally just bought the card to resell it and left the food. They just threw out the food.
They just threw it out.
Picture you just showed me.
Yeah, they just threw out the food. It's crazy.
Yep.
And yeah, it's crazy. It's
you gotta catch them all.
Yeah, it is all across Japan. All the McDonald's sold out the Happy Meals within 24 hours.
The burger and the Pikachu card drawing look better than the actual burgers?
Yeah, it does, funny enough. I mean, it always does, let's be real.
Anything looks better than McDonald's burgers.
To be fair, Alchem, I think
So
you're scarred because of U.S. McDonald's, because U.S.
yeah, they're
McDonald's
just
is
sadness on a
awful.
bun.
It's awful.
Yeah.
I mean, McDonald's in Canada, the problem I have with McDonald's in Canada is they're decent, but they're like not cheap. Like McDonald's
Mm.
isn't that cheap in Canada. But it's also because the quality of the like everything is better. You know what
Yeah,
I
but that's
mean?
because you guys hold them at gunpoint to actually make decent meals and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Here in
McDonald's
America,
McDonald's in
they're
Can
free to make
yeah,
food out of whatever
anything.
pink nasty meat sort of pseudo meat
Yeah.
substance they want.
Yeah, well, it's and McDonald's in
Not really good for
Canada
food.
has huge amount of promotion because they use Canadian beef farmers. Like they always get it's local Canadian beef. So they are huge about that. They always talk about how like it's 100% Canadian beef. So yeah, which is
Mm.
probably one of the reasons why it's slightly better because they're not trying to go to the extremely the cheapest meat provider. At least when it comes to
That's
their
what
beef
makes it
burgers.
so affordable. That's
It's
sad.
not in Canada. I mean, it's still one of the cheaper things in Canada, but there are fast food that is cheaper. Also, slight side note, Alchem. I don't know how often do you get fast food often, or like do you
Um,
get it
in desperate times.
like what? Okay, like have you gotten it within the past like couple years? I assume so.
Yeah,
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 couple
definitely.
months. I
Yeah.
think we need to stop calling it fast food because it is not fast. It's so slow. Going to a
Okay.
restaurant takes it's like just as much time I feel like sometimes. Like holy cow. Like
Like it's a go.
last time I ordered McDonald's, it took like 15 minutes. I don't know why it takes so long now. It's so crazy.
It maybe takes me. Okay, the longest I've had was like 10 minutes, and they tell you, "Hey, man, this is what at a drive-through." I ordered my food. They're like, "Yeah, pull over into the parking thing over there." I'm like, "What? Oh, okay." So yeah, I just sit there. They gave me. I had my ordered a McFlurry along with it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm eating. I'm happy. I'm happy with my McFlurry. I'm
Yeah.
almost done that bitch by the time they finally get my food. But that was like about 7, maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah,
But still,
I
yeah,
don't know
it
what it
should
is.
be.
Like
That's not fast anymore.
The McDonald's that I go to at least like it takes sometimes so long. And they're not a small McDonald's. Like they're a decently sized McDonald's. So like but like all fast food I feel like takes so long nowadays. The only fast food that doesn't take long is whenever I go to like a food court in a mall or something like that. Like that's the only time fast food is actually fast and it takes like a couple minutes. But yeah, I feel like it's fast food is a false advertisement. It takes like longer than 5 minutes. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I got so angry I had to sneeze. I don't know. It's bugged me for a very long time, Alcom. I think we should need to start calling it fast food because it's just a lie. Yeah. But Alcom, other than me ranting about that, speaking of ice cream, so Alchem, so okay, this is gonna be something for you specifically, a question for you specifically, because I have never had this, obviously, because this is a U.S. ice cream brand. Have you ever had Frida ice cream? Frida,
Frida.
Frida. It's a U.S. based ice cream. Um,
Let me see.
it is
Uh,
apparently
I've seen it
specifically
in the
new.
stores.
It's specifically like New York based, but I think it's nationwide. You could
Never mind. I've never seen it, and I just saw no.
and you probably just saw what I'm about to talk about because Frida has a brand new flavor of ice cream. And this flavor is breast milk.
Can I have ice cream with?
Now, before I continue talking about this, they make it very clear as well that while the flavor is called breast milk, it is not made with human breast milk.
Oh, thank
It is
goodness.
not made with it. It is a um
Whose
not
breast
they
is it?
list the ingredients and like breast milk is nowhere near there. It's not there. So yeah.
So,
But
oh,
Alcom, have you read the
yeah.
tagline? Because it
No.
is hilarious.
It is good enough. It
So
might as well be.
so the one of the spokesperson said It's not made from actual breast milk, but it's just like mom used to make.
Oh, get the fuck. They know what they're doing.
They
They
a
know what they're
hundred
doing.
percent know what they're doing, and it is currently going on right now. This promotion, I think it's August 5th to August 10th. Um, I will tell you, Alchem, there was a brief moment where I desperately am like, do I buy this? And then I was like, you know what? No, I'd have to ship it in. It costs so much money. It is not worth the meme. 100% not worth the meme. But it is so funny because Frida also describes the ice cream flavor as sweet, a little salty, smooth,
A little.
with hints of honey, and a sprinkle of colostrum. If you don't know what that last one is, Alchem, colostrum is the product of mammals when they start lactating. It is one of the first forms of the milk, and it is like, I don't know who thought this was a good idea, because I really hope this doesn't. I hope this is a failure, Alchem. I'm scared that this is going to be a runaway success, and I'm going to be sad. So it make I desperately want this to fail so hard. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You know how I
I'm
feel
also
about this?
looking at the ingredients right now
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
see.
I mean, it's just, from what I can tell from ingredients, it's just ice cream.
Uh, bovine calostrum.
Yeah, it's just ice
Uh,
cream.
it's literally just cow. It's just cow milk. That's it.
Yeah,
It said
it
bovine, so yeah, that's it.
yeah, I mean, it's just
They're just
ice
saying
cream.
imitate. They're just saying
They're trying
make
to
it like
imitate they're
it
trying to
tastes
imitate.
like
They're
it.
trying to imitate the
But
flavor. But
why?
yeah, so like it's just ice cream. It's kind of dumb.
Why?
But I mean, to be fair, they're also, Frida is a smaller ice cream brand. So it's obviously a publicity stunt. They're trying to go viral, right? They're trying really hard to go viral, so
That's
people
what we all
buy
want to
tons
do
of things.
apparently nowadays. Everyone wants to go viral.
Yeah. So it's it's crazy, Alchem. I can't believe this is a real thing, and it's it makes me sad, slightly.
Because you don't have any.
No,
Oh,
no, no. I do not want it. Oh, first of all, this is also real ice cream. I'm lactose intolerant. I wouldn't have this anyway. It would hurt me, and it would hurt me physically and mentally if I ate this.
uh,
I would take physical damage and mental damage. I'd be taking damage in so many ways.
what? Like, do you be getting damage over time, like
Yeah.
Minecraft or something?
Also, okay, this is also a question
Ugh,
for you, Malcolm, because I
ugh,
don't know
ugh.
the
Yeah.
prices of this. It's $12.99. Is that expensive for ice cream? For like the little,
No,
like the
not
what's it
for like
called,
a
the
pint.
the tubs? It's 2 pints
Yeah.
apparently.
Oh,
The
then yeah,
minimum
that's
order
not
is
so
two
bad.
pints, $12.99.
Yeah, that's not so bad. I'm assuming that shipping is not. Well, no, you'd
It's
have to buy it from the. You can't just have it shipped to you. I
No,
mean,
you can. It's available for online purchases, nationwide shipping.
then I'm assuming shipping is
Yeah,
not
shipping is not
included.
included in the what I'm
Yeah.
seeing for the price. It's that $12.99 is just what you get. Also, Alchem, if YouTubers and stuff like that see this, I can't wait to see the reactions to eating this ice cream, because like, if you're a YouTuber, you 100% should buy this. That is a great thumbnail and title. Let me tell you.
Thanks for the advice, Shelby.
Alchem, you should start placing an order right now.
Already on it.
Live stream it. Go viral. Be the viral reaction
Frida,
mukbang streamer you were meant to be. Do a hand
yeah.
cam, everything.
Channel
You
my
know.
inner I forget the name of that one guy, the fat guy, the used to be skinny then fat now skinny again guy.
Oh, him.
I forget his name.
Oh
I
God,
forget his
I
name.
I know who you're talking about. The guy that
Yeah,
also
okay,
used
so
to be not queso.
God, imagine if that man actually pulled the stunt like that and suddenly became skinny.
Oh, like
The
became
fucking
super
internet would lose
skinny.
their
That I
mind.
would lose. I mean,
Yeah,
he's a much nicer guy than him too.
he's
So
much nicer. So
he
yeah,
is 100% much nicer. So
yeah, yeah.
I
I
want him
just
to
think
lose weight
imagine
only because I need him to exist as long as possible
just
because I think
stay, yeah, stick around and
he's just
be
such a
that
huge,
ball of sunshine,
yeah, he's such a
that
great
massive
positive,
ball of sunshine.
massive ball of sunshine. Because he's such a positive influence
Yeah.
compared
He
to like
is
so
like
many other content
I even
creators.
saw how much of a good sport he is. Like he takes the jokes on the chin and he
Oh
does
yeah,
it in good sport. I mean,
I mean he even
I even saw that
commented.
little plush that he got
Oh yeah, the plush,
or
and
not
it's
he
like
got that they made.
it's like slightly bigger than a lot of the other
Yeah.
plushes that they
Oh,
sell.
it's such a funny joke.
And I mean, he
But
even
yeah,
commented on the Vshojo stuff, and he's like, he was talking that like I can't believe they did like my bro Iron Mouse like that. Like he was very like being like totally on Iron Mouse's side.
yeah. No, because it's well, I mean, and honestly, that shouldn't have happened to any of them, which sucks. All of
Yeah.
them are incredibly nice people
Oh yeah, yeah.
in their own way.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, but still,
Oh god, I
cream is
cannot
already
remember
on it.
this guy's name. I've been
Neither
trying.
can I. That's the thing.
I
He always
literally can
wanted to be.
see his face.
Yeah, yeah. I just remember the TikToks where he like got hit in the face with something. And he's like, ah. I just forget his name.
Yeah. Oh god, I cannot remember him.
Seriously, I drew a blank, and I'm not bothering to look it up because I'm like, I don't care. But yeah, no, that ice cream though, that ice cream.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's I could not believe that was a real head. I thought honestly, Alchem, I did not when I initially saw this article and this stuff on. I can't remember. Did I see it on Twitter? I think I. No, I was scrolling Blue Sky when I do this, and I followed the Onion on Blue Sky, and I thought this was an Onion article. I clicked on it, assuming it was an Onion article because I wanted to have a laugh, and then I realized it was a news, like an actual news site that I follow on Blue Sky. I was like, oh, oh, this is real. Oh
We
no.
live in the day and age where life imitates comedy. It's not comedy imitates life. It's the other
Yeah,
way around now,
yeah.
which is really sad.
Nikocado Avocado. That's the guy's name. That's the guy's name. Nikocado Avocado.
Okay, thank you.
I've been trying to figure it out. Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, this is yeah, but you need to do your true what you're meant to be, Alchem, and do a mukbang
oh,
stream with this.
absolutely will do that. Yep, totally.
Alchem, how like
It take
what
no,
would it take, Alchem?
no, no.
Tell me. What would it
Well,
take? Everyone has a price.
put
Everyone
a
has
put a
a
donation
price, Alchem.
put a donation
Put a
goal up there.
donate.
There you go.
Let me know
There's the goal.
let me know the price,
There's,
Alchem. The
there's the
audience
price.
must know.
No thanks.
Jesus must find out.
Oh God.
All right, Alchem. I have one more story for you,
Oh, let's
and
hear it. Let's hear it.
it's a doozy. All right, Alchem. I'm gonna say some names. All right, I'm gonna say some games that honestly, it's gonna be interesting if you ever played them. I have played one of them of the games that I've played of these I'm naming. Have you ever played EverQuest?
Yes.
Nice. Did you ever play PlanetSide, the
No.
FPS MMO?
A little, but not enough to say like.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I only played
Yeah,
a little bit.
I played. It's interesting. You've played EverQuest, and I've played PlanetSide. I played PlanetSide too. So, do you know John Smedley?
No, but it doesn't ring a bell.
He is one of the creators of EverQuest and PlanetSide. He worked on EverQuest, and then he went to work on PlanetSide. So he announced his new game, which is pretty new game with a new studio called Distinct Possibility Studios, which is a great name for a studio, I must say.
Actually, yeah.
That's a great name. This game is going to be an open world PC shooter. FPS. You're gonna have bases, and it's gonna be extraction light, like it's PvPvE, right? And they're saying they want to be similar to Escape from Tarkov, and like they compared it to Escape from Tarkov and Warzone's DMZ mode. The one that actually we played DMZ together. We enjoyed that when we played it. The extraction thing, and just to continue on, John Smedley. He was the one of the head directors at day. He was the president of Sony Online Entertainment, so the people who made EverQuest, H1Z1, and Planetside. That's his like full thing. So Alchem, I've said a lot of good things about this game, right? Yeah.
Wow.
So Alchem,
Yeah.
this game also has 4 letters in the promotion. And these 3 letters and 1 number it is also a Web3 game, which means it's an NFT crypto game as well. So, Alchem, this is an NFT game, but the big but is that this is also a Web 2 game. Because you can when this game comes out, you can buy this game on Steam, and none of the NFT crypto stuff will be in it. 0 of it. Or you could go to a Web3 platform and buy the game with the NFT and crypto stuff in it. So they've made a game with crypto BS in it, but took it all out and said, hey guys, if for the gamers who just want a game and want a good video game, it's just going to be on Steam. You could buy it. You could play it. We don't know if it's going to be free to play or anything like that, or it's it's a to be announced. But yeah. So it's like weirdly interesting because it is going to be a Web3 game with NFTs and a crypto coin attached to it and the blockchain and all that junk. But it's also just going to be on Steam as an FPS MMO light with extraction stuff and bases and like upgradable bases. So this is the blurb. This is the blurb on Steam because it has a Steam page up. Reaperactual is an open world presented first-person shooter. Hundreds of players compete in a player versus environment game where they level their characters while building their base and doing missions for 5 different NPC factions on a massive war-torn island of Morvova. And it is like also good to say that there is a trailer, but it does it's first of all it says pre-alpha trailer, and I don't know if I trust it. It looks a very CGI trailer to me. There isn't a lot of actual like in-game, like I would trust this to be in engine. I don't know about real gameplay though. Like I don't know if it's real gameplay because I don't know, it looks too cinematic to be like in just gameplay, you know what I mean? Like
gotcha.
So, but yeah, it's really weird, Alchem. It is very strange. Also, it also has the AI warning content disclosure on Steam as well. So they use AI generated content.
Gotcha.
It features AI created NPCs and missions, all based on handwritten context that is then reviewed by designers. We create NPC missions givers faces with generative AI, but all based on handwritten descriptions we created. So it looks like the models, like the face models, I think it's because the when you select a mission, I think it's just a 2D art portrait of the NPC potentially as well when you talk to them or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
yeah, it's interesting. I, as you know, Alchem, while I do, bring up these things to torture you, I absolutely hate crypto and NFT stuff. Even though I do find it funny because I'm torturing you with it because I do enjoy that. But I wish I didn't enjoy this stuff because I'd rather just it disappear forever, and we never talk about it ever again, you know? You,
Right.
but like if it has to exist, is this the best way, Outcome, do you think? Like this is an honest question. Do you think this is the best way? If it has to exist in some way, just to have two separate
I
versions
feel
of the
like
game?
this guy is trying to get like one of those two birds with one stone situation, trying to make the most out of it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the NFT side could be just a big bumbling mess where it eventually just caves in on itself because everyone was just in it for the money or trying to
Yeah.
make something out of it.
It just collapses.
Meanwhile, meanwhile, they will still end up making a profit anyway because most of the NFT things we've ever seen, anything gaming wise, just falls apart after a few
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
Because most people who go into it aren't there for the
They're
game,
not there for the
and most of
game.
the games aren't even that good anyway.
Yeah. The
They're
only
just
one that
there
lasted a little bit
for
long is like that one that everyone talked about for a while until they finally collapsed like a couple years later. The
the
oh god.
banana game.
No, not the banana game. The technically that wasn't NFT. That was just Steam trading
That was,
cards.
yeah.
It's the oh god, it was the one that was like half Slay the Spire, half
I think I remember what
Pokemon,
you were talking about. Yeah, yeah,
uh
yeah. I don't remember
Axio,
the name of it, but
Axio or something like that. It started with an
yeah,
A. Axiom.
yeah,
I think it was Axiom.
yeah.
The one that they
But
made a lot of headlines because a bunch of people in the Philippines were actually playing the game full time and they were able to flip the token for
yeah,
an actual minimum
profit.
wage, to be very clear, minimum
Yeah,
wage salary, but they were making enough money to technically it be a job.
yeah.
Minimum
I just
wage
feel like
in Philippines.
I just feel like in this it'll be just one of the in best case scenario something like that. Worst case
Yeah.
scenario like all the other NFT base games that we've ever seen,
Yeah.
or any Web3 style game that we've ever seen. But because they're also making a version that is pay, where you have to pay to play it, then they will still make
Yeah.
something out of it.
To be to be
The
fair,
question
we
is
don't.
how good the quality of the game will be.
Yeah, to be fair, we actually don't know. Like in terms of the Steam and Epic Game Store versions of the game, we have no idea if this game's free to play or paid. They haven't talked about like the
Yeah.
the the
Plus,
monetization model outside
plus,
of the NFT crypto version of the game, which
plus, one
obviously
of the
will have all that
bigger
junk.
things that will impact it is just the point of view of the gaming audience by the time it comes out. Is the majority of the gaming audience still going to be completely against AI being used in any format, art
Yeah,
or game wise? Or at that point, will everyone's kind of anger subside or dull to the point where they're like,
yeah,
oh, neat game.
yeah,
Sure, it's AI, but neat game, and they'll still just get it anyway. It all depends on whether the outrage is still there or if everyone just kind of just burnt out on getting mad at AI.
yeah,
And what I mean by that is, the outrage of the fact that people still want to use AI and call it their own thing when really it's not their own thing. You just kind of type words into it.
yeah,
But I'm
uh,
not getting into that discussion.
yeah.
That's a different
And
discussion. That's
I
already,
guess for
like I
if
said,
it,
that'll impact the game release.
yeah, we're gonna have to wait to see what the game actually is. And from what I see, it is going to be using the Tezos blockchain for whatever that means.
Yeah, I
Which
was like, you threw a word at me. I was like, huh?
yeah, I've heard Tezos before, so it is one of the bigger chains from what I remember. It's based on Ethereum, which is maybe why I remember it. But I feel like I've heard Tezos before, but
Stronger.
I don't know, man.
It's one of the stronger blockchains. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I've
that makes
definitely
sense.
heard of Tezos before. So, yeah. I've definitely heard of Tezos before. So, yeah. So, yeah. I've definitely heard of Tezos before. So, yeah. I've definitely heard of Tezos before. So, yeah. I've definitely heard of Tezos before. So, yeah. Yeah.
take a wait and
And
see approach when that comes out. Then
yeah, we'll see how it goes. Um,
does it have the potential to be something good, or will it just prove itself just like every single other NFT or web-based 3 game to fall apart, or just basically
yeah.
just be a scam?
So yeah,
I'm voting no. It'll fall apart.
that's definitely a wait and see. I guess to just to be fair, I am slightly behind on this story because this was a couple weeks ago at this point. I feel like, though I
If you're
okay
the
a
game
couple
development, you're fine.
yeah yeah, but
They could pull an Xbox and just suddenly pull the plug on it and just
well
cancel it.
apparently they've been working on this game for 2 years already. They've been working on it for 2 years, and they recently got 30 million more dollars in funding to continue development. So they've got backing. They've got some bank. They've got some money to spend. So the real question is $30 million enough to bring this thing to launch? And I mean, okay, I'm just gonna say it. If it's not, then you have a huge problem because that should be plenty of money to bring this to launch. Because I mean, this game, the studio isn't huge from what I can tell. It's not like a 100+ person studio. So hopefully they can bring it to launch. Because honestly, Alchem, the only reason I want this game to actually exist is I want to know what happens. I am so curious what happens. Like, I feel like one of like the best case scenario, in my opinion, Alchem, is this game comes out, turns out to be great, sells a ton on Steam, and then like no one plays the Web3 version, and it just dies, and they just shut down
Yep.
that version and just continue making the game. You know, like that's like the best case scenario. I hope that happens. But then again, the real question is, if the game does insanely well on Steam, does that prop up the Web3 version? Like, because the real question is, do the two versions of the game interact at all? Like, because we know you can sell and like buy stuff in the NFT marketplace they're going to set up, and it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
probably crazy pay to win. So it's going to be interesting to see. Oh wait,
Oh,
for full release, which is scheduled for early next year,
oh, I thought you were
a
gonna tell me it's
similar
canceled.
system will be placed before the game goes fully free to play in six months. So it's going to be a
Oh,
paid
what is
early.
free to
There's
play?
going to be a paid early
Uh,
access into full free to
what?
play in 1.0.
Uh,
Basically,
that's
you're going
like
to be able to buy like a
that's when the
founder.
founders and sharks come in to try to get
Yeah.
money into it before it
Oh
goes
yeah.
live.
Well, I mean, yeah. That's so you can get the crypto guys to buy into it and spend hundreds of like thousands of dollars trying to pop a bubble, and then they just lose that money and they take it.
Yep.
But
It's,
we're it's going to
that's
be
the
interesting to
strange.
see. It's going to be interesting to see. And hope okay, like I said, I don't ever want something to fail. But if this becomes a norm, I don't know if that's a good thing. But I'd rather have them have to make two separate things than have it be integrated. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah, I get
if
what you're
if
saying.
if this has to be the evil, I don't mind it. Like it's like how we've have like it's how we have to deal with battle passes and microtransactions in gaming. Those are terrible things, but you know, there's not that bad. There are some cool things about it. If cool games get made and there's a Web3 version of the game that I never have to see and interact with, and the crypto people can be going completely nuts about token resale value and NFT item sale value and all that stuff. I mean, it'd be a good. I can't wait to watch CoffeeZilla's about a video about it. But other than that, I
Well,
don't care.
yeah.
Oh
I feel, but yeah, what I feel like is when it does that little early access thing comes out, it's basically the chance for if it is an NFT based game, it's going to be where people can purchase
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
to invest, and eventually when the full game comes
and
out or
then
when
buy
it
the token.
releases publicly, they'll try to sell everything or they'll try to do stuff. Or if it's going to be one of those kind of MMOs where it has its own in-game marketplace, its in-game economy, they'll try to like get stuff early, get stuff immediately, so that when the full game comes out, people who whale or people who really could just put the money into it can just buy really good stuff at the
Oh,
very end and make a
in-game
profit.
items will be tradable on the Steam Community
There
Marketplace
you go.
as well as via NFTs. So you can
There you go.
so the items are also going to be tradable on just the Steam Marketplace.
Yep.
Which I
That's
mean,
where the quick access is, or the early
yeah,
access will
yeah.
lie.
So, yeah. So it looks like
So,
even they're even allowing you to buy and sell weapons and stuff or in-game items even on the Steam Marketplace.
hmm
Which is
now
interesting
that's the
because
thing.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird. That's
Now that
weird.
that's been cleared up, or that's been made clear. Now the question is, how easy or hard is it as a non-playing character, as a non-paying character or player,
To
to
get those
attain any of
items,
these
yeah.
rare items or anything that would be actually worth any value,
Like,
like in terms of NFT or actual money?
yeah. And I'm
Like, is it
curious,
easy, or is
are
it
the
investment
games
to get
going to
access to
be
stuff?
crossplay? Like, are the Steam people going to be able to play with the people that are using the NFT stuff?
Yep.
That's going to be
And
another
then we have
question.
the whole issue of pay to play or pay to win kind of mentality, pay to
Yeah,
win tactics, all that stuff. But that hasn't come out. That stuff will either be revealed or asked before the game fully comes out.
yeah. That's going to be
Right now, it's
a real
all in the
question.
open. You know,
So yeah, this is
it's very
something I'll keep an eye on, Alchem. Well, I'll let you know. I mean, hey, if there's a Steam version and it comes out, I might actually play it because that means I don't have to have a stupid crypto wallet attached to it. So this might be one of the first, other than off the grid, because I played off the grid that one match, and it almost melted my PC, so I uninstalled it.
uh,
So
jeez.
no, well, no, that's because the game was horribly optimized. That game was so that's an exaggeration. Like it was just so horribly optimized that I was like, nah, this game is so weird. But so this might be the first like crypto game that I actually play again. So we'll see. We'll see when it actually comes out. But Alchem, other than that, that was the last story that I had for us today. And uh, do I say positive story about crypto? No, it's not positive. Cautionary.
No, it's a
Interesting. Instead of just us dunking on something that's stupid, it's a asterisk interesting story that I don't know if it's a good thing or not.
it's a wait and see.
It's definitely a wait and see. Well, other than that, it's other the crypto and NFT stories were just me making fun of them and me torturing you. And this time it's me torturing you and being slightly interested in it, which is some like maybe even more worrying. Who knows? Maybe this is the start of my crypto bro arc. I doubt it because I still don't get it
Oh,
and I don't have and I still am refusing to like, have a crypto wallet and stuff. So,
huh.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll
All right, Alchem.
certainly see.
Well, unless you want to have anything else to add, why don't you do some shoutouts?
Mm, Okay, so guys, thank you so much for sticking around for the podcast. We've reached the tail end of it. So as we wrap up, for those interested in my side of the podcast, hi, my name is Alchem. I am the little Tanuki VTuber who you can catch over on Twitch, usually on Mondays and Fridays or so, depending on the time. You can catch me playing a wide variety of different games, enjoying videos, having a good time with my community, and well, feel free to stop by if you do pop in on Twitch. If you're watching the live stream for it, hi, welcome. And if you guys are new, hi. If you guys have been continuously watching, hi, and thanks so much for stopping by and being here. Appreciate you all. For those listening in, you can always catch my other content, which I usually post shorts and some YouTube videos over on YouTube, as well as on TikTok. I additionally post mostly model creation stuff, VR chat pictures and stuff, and just whatever interests me or funny things that I find funny over on what's it called, Twitter, or I guess X. And sometimes I will be posting on Instagram as well. I need to actually work on that myself, but yeah. you been watching and been a follower of me and you want to support me, there's always different manners. There's Patreon, there's coffee, there's just donations, bits, subs, all that stuff, subscriptions on YouTube, all that works if you want to continue supporting my antics. But I've always asked that you guys continue to support us over here on the podcast as well, as I co-host it alongside the Techno Jelly here, who will now take it away.
I will take it away. Alchem, quick, look up. Look. Oh my god.
What?
It's all of the amazing Patreons that are supporting this podcast. If you'd like to join all of those names, please go over to my Patreon page over at the Techno Jelly and join those supporters. Yeah, supporters. Thank you everyone for watching this podcast and listening. If you are also on Spotify, which we are now on, it is slowly catching up to the current things. I'm uploading a couple every couple days. A new episode of the podcast will slowly catching up to be a just as live as it is now. If you'd like to follow me here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at the Techno Jelly. I'd really appreciate it. 95% of the people who watch all of the YouTube stuff aren't subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button. Let us know down in the comments what you liked about the podcast, what you'd like to change, if you want something changed. If you hate either of us, it's okay. You can hit that dislike button. I totally understand. Or hit the like button if you like it. If you'd like to follow me personally on other platforms, I have a Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Threads, all at the Techno Jelly. Thank you everyone for watching Two Buds One Podcast, and we'll see you again next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, guys.